What's up guys, it's Minx. In today's video, we're going to really quickly add the masked enemy thing. So if you put on a mask, it turns you into an enemy. I don't know if I searched something about like there being two masks. I'm not sure. All I know is there's one masked enemy and maybe we can mess with some of the values later. But in this video, we're just going to add them. It's actually super simple. So I was going through trying to figure out, do we need to do anything else? Because this enemy doesn't spawn just like normally. You have to um, like add it in as like a manual thing. So what we can actually do, and actually this would be a great idea for like the mimic mod, is we hide the mask and we add in uh, natural spawning to the world. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So our simple method for adding enemies is we're just gonna do the same thing. Um, when I looked through, there's actually a variable. The developer has built this right into the into this thing as a allow spawning without player. Um, so I went through and I was like, all right, where is this being called? I used Control F, and we can find that it's actually being set via an RPC on the wake method or on the start method if there is no player that it is attached to already. So we go here, the server calls it, the server sends it to the clients, and the client allow spawning without player. And then what does that do? So if we do allow spawning without player, we can see that all it does is allows the enemy to be enabled um, without a player present, and it just uses this other thing from enemy AI to actually do that. So that works. We don't need to do anything. And down the road, when we're ready to make this enemy more dangerous, such as make it faster, get rid of the mask. As options, it's like, hey, make. I probably just do toggles. It's like make enemy, or like maybe like a difficulty level for the enemy, like easy, medium, hard. I don't know. That'd be kind of funny. Um, anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and really quickly add this. So the code is actually something we've already done before. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna add a masked enemy or masked player enemy mask enemy ref equals null, and just copy in this thing from the other one because all we need to do is change the uh, references over to the masked enemy version, and then the only thing left is to change girl spawnable to mask enemy spawnable. There we go. And then we could also add this. I may have actually accidentally already added it to the other one for testing. We can copy this over to the fix indoor enemy. And no, I have not. Okay, I'll just paste it right here. And this will add it. And we can actually go ahead and spawn one with our testing thing here. And I think in the next video, I don't know where this video is going to fall. I don't want it to be like a whole day video because this is a small addendum. But I'm also already have two videos planned for the day that this is recorded. So I'm able to do a two video part next time for Monday, or I mean Tuesday. Um, so what we can say is, and I've added GameMaster utilities into my quick menu manager patch, and we can add this elsewhere so we don't have to fully qualify stuff. Instead of having to say GameMaster utilities dot spawn enemy at nearest location, and then like if I wanted to do this, spawn enemy, and then get best enemy match. This is super long. Now we can just do this. I should have done this a long time ago because this is bugging me for a while. Um, and ultimately, I plan on putting get best enemy match inside of the spawn enemy methods. That way, we don't have to call it. It's just going to automatically search for it instead of determine, or instead of having us have to call two methods manually. It's just going to automatically call that out. But for now, since I know the exact name, and actually, you know what, we're going to do that real quick since this is coming out on Tuesday most likely. Um, I hope so. We're going to go ahead and add this real quick. So let's go to GameMaster Utilities, and we have a spawn enemy at nearest and spawn enemy at random. All we need to do is say get best enemy match and say enemy name equals get best enemy match enemy name. And all it's going to do is convert it from maybe a misspelled enemy name or a mistakenly labeled enemy name. For example, if we do like let's say you type in I would type in demon. I'd call the girl a demon, for example. Then it would it'd turn it into an actual enemy name, and theoretically we wouldn't need to do all this extra stuff here. But anyway, this means we're always going to get an enemy name, and we could do the same thing for the spawn enemy at random or at nearest location, and we could just say name enemy name. There we go. Okay, and then when we go back to our quick menu manager, if I were to spell masked incorrectly, it would still work, but I'm going to type it in correctly. And let's go ahead and test it out. Now with this method, keep in mind, and I might just do this real quick as a separate mod just for fun, is we could add the masked enemy to the natural enemy spawn pool, and then use that in corporation with the mimic mod to give randomly spawning. Now they're masked, so we probably turn off the mask, but randomly spawning enemies that talk to you and sound like your teammates. I think that would be some fucked up shit. It's like, oh hey, it's my teammate. What's he doing running around? He come and eats you or some shit. All right, let's go ahead and spawn one. Oh, the fuck! He spawned behind me. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's cool. Yeah, so that works, and he should be able to come and kill me. Yeah, thank you. And now there's two of us. Interesting enough, if you have God mode, they will chase you and they can kill you once and it'll spawn a new one. And it'll keep, like, the one that kills you can't kill you again, and it'll keep spawning new ones that can kill you. So that eventually, then it won't multiply, but it'll keep adding one. It's pretty cool. But that's it. So just to recap, we added the masked enemy that can be spawned without a player, which surprisingly was super easy. And then we built in our get best enemy match into the method that spawns the enemies rather than having to call it separately. So technically these could both be private, but I want to leave this one internal just in case we ever need to use it for something else. So, keep things separate. Don't restrict them unnecessarily unless it's needed. So anyway, with that said, that's it for today's video. Hopefully this comes out on Tuesday, I think, right after the video where we. I'm not actually sure what Tuesday video is. It's going to be after everything that's currently done, so it will be on time. Do we even have a Tuesday video? I have two Monday videos, so I have to also have so this is going to be the Tuesday video, but I'm also going to do an additional one. So we're going to do two videos on Monday, two videos on Tuesday. So with that said, thanks for watching. Have a good day.